A former football star, an Oscar-winning movie, and millions of dollars, as the man whose story inspired the Blind Side movie is now accusing the wealthy white family who said they adopted him of not doing any such thing. We're talking about Micheal Oher, who was taken in by the Tuohys after living in poverty and foster care. He played college ball at Ole Miss before spending 8 years in the NFL. It's an incredible life story, so incredible that it was turned into a best-selling book. That book became the foundation of the 2009 movie, The Blind Side, that earned Sandra Bullock an Academy Award, remember?
This team is your family, Michael. When you look at him, you think of me, how you have my back. Are you going to protect the family, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Bullock plays Leanne Tuohy, who adopted Oher, or so he thought. But according to these new court documents out of Tennessee, Oher says that's a lie, that they tricked him into making the family his conservators instead, and that they made millions off his name from a movie that, you see the quote here, that would not have existed without him. Guad Venegas is joining us now. And Guad, this is a real shocker of a lawsuit, partly because of the time that has elapsed since Micheal Oher was living with the Tuohys, was being taken in by the Tuohys, and now, right? He's basically saying he made nothing from the movie, from the book, et cetera, while the Tuohys raked it in. Help us understand the allegations and any response we're getting tonight from the Tuohys.
Hallie, there are a lot of questions as to why so much time went by before these legal documents were presented in court, right? So here's what we know. We know that back in 2004, when Oher was 18 years old and still living with the Tuohys, he says he was lied to, according to these legal documents, when they asked him to sign paperwork that he thought meant he was being adopted and becoming part of the family, but instead that paperwork put him in a conservatorship, and they became his conservators. Now, he says that they also made a deal for the film, the famous film that we all know, in which the family received $225,000 plus 2.5% of the proceeds. Now, that film also, the legal documents indicate, has made more than $300 million. Now, it also says that the conservatorship was going to end when he was 25, but the legal documents say that it was never terminated by the court, and ultimately the Tuohys had control over his contracts and any legal documents that he was involved in. So there's a lot of questions, Hallie, as to how he's been under a conservatorship this entire time, right? Because he had a successful NFL career, but it's been indicated that it took him time to find out exactly what had happened and why he didn't receive any profits from this film. So there's a lot of questions that will be answered after this legal filing was put in court today. So this is the legal petition, but we still have to hear from the Tuohys. We have not heard a response from them. So in the coming weeks or months, we could see a legal filing coming from the family explaining from their point of view what happened.
What does Oher want the court to do now? Like, what is he seeking?
So first off, the legal petition indicates that he wants that conservatorship to end. Again, this would have started when he was 18. He is now 37. He's retired from a successful NFL career. So he wants that to end. And also, he's asking that the family, the Tuohys, stop using his name and likeness, and also to pay him his fair share from the profits they could have made from using his name, Hallie.
Guad Venegas, thank you very much on this really incredible story. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.